Network. I'm your host, Andy Fun, and we are back once again, casting yet another banger. We got Dragoons versus Iron Phoenix tonight. Very excited for the match. Excited to see the reformed Iron Phoenix rising from the ashes, as everyone's been saying. Both teams 0-1 on the season as of thus far. Iron Phoenix taking a loss to Darkside, and Dragoons taking a loss to Blizzard. So overall, two pretty good teams. Darkside we see coming back from a very long break, and Blizzard we see, you know. But in terms of IP, looking at their roster, because they got a pretty fun roster. We got Clifton in chat. What's up, man? At QB. We got Eli Rampage at wide receiver. Good, Bad, Ugly also there. On the other side, Hooks at running back. Stimp Spork, who recently got promoted to the main squad, and DK Metcalf. Should be an exciting roster, and I don't actually know the TD roster because I didn't ask CJ. I think I actually have it in the, it's going to be CJ and Jibs out wide, Gardner at quarterback. We're going to also have Ninja at running back. And then we got Baus, Taylor, Alexander at the line. We also made a recent signing of Wi-Fi. Should be fun to see him, but we gotta wait for the waiver period to go over. Here we go, 14 out of 14, ladies and gentlemen. We are all set. All right, well, here we go. Dragoons versus IP. Gonna be one hell of a game. Hope you guys are all ready and set. Grab your popcorn. And yeah, Dongfrog will be joining us after the stream, of course. He will be casting the game with me after the game, of course. Yeah, good luck, have funs are coming out, and we are all set. Gardner taking the opening kickoff, kicking it over to Clifton Harler. And right down the middle, Clifton will be returning. He's going to return that down to the 30. And we are all set to go. Going through the rosters once again, once we get all set up here. Got Spork making his first start today. Also got Stimp and DK Metcalf. Beside him, Hooks at running back, Eli Rampage. And Good, Bad, Ugly out wide. And Clifton, who's taking it up the left side for a pretty big gain there. Nice blocking off the O-line. Catching TD a bit flat-footed there as they take it down to the 46. They're going out, taking the run once again, and Gardner's going to step up and make the tackle there. D-line's got to focus on getting that contain earlier in the run there. IP looking to do the same thing TD did last week, and a quick little leak out to the left side, but it's a risky throw with all those people on him. Had to be perfect, and it was not. Gardner underneath getting his first pick of the season. Yeah, just too risky of a play there from the IP offense very early. First pass being an interception is never good. But yeah, Baus, Alexander, Taylor on the line, going to escort Gardner up the right side there, and he's got some room to go. The men in black are chasing him down now, taking him down. Still a gain of 29, though. Yeah, here we go. First and 10. Ooh, but a nice rush there by Stim, getting right off of Taylor, missing the block initially. And, yes, Cardi's nuts. Just going absolutely crazy. Yeah, 2nd and 12. Out to the left side. Quick pass out to the left to CJ. Getting played really far off there by Good, Bad, Ugly. Yeah, playing that far off will result in those short gains. If CJ knows he's going to just play off of them, short gain after short gain will get him to the end zone. And Gardner going to get out to the left side. He's going to have a ton of room with Good, Bad, Ugly sliding too far in. He's going to work with his blocks. He almost gets into the end zone, extends, but doesn't quite find it. And off the back of two large runs, Gardner at the 1 and looking to put the first score of the game in. Linebackers are stepping up, and Clifton is able to get in. That's very big. But yeah, electing to run. Some teams run that goal line stuff, but Gardner electing not to. Might look for a pass now that we're at the 4, but he's going to run it up again. Does cut the distance in half, trying to get back to the 1 and then into the end zone. Here we go, third and goal out to the right side. Gardner with a good amount of room, baits the slide in, but doesn't get into the end zone. Goes back to the middle and just gets stuck there. So this is a big 4th and goal. Probably debating if they want a field goal, but they're probably just going to want to go for it. Yeah, they're just going to want to go for it. No reason going for a field goal on the right hash. And now Gardner got to work out what he wants to do here. Rolling out to the left side. It looks like a lot of people going into cover. CJ open in the middle, but doesn't find it. And that's going to make it 1st and 10 for IP as the ball turns over. And I mean, in pass situations like that, you just got to know where your man is, know where you're going to, and CJ really open there in the middle. But Gardner just not throwing it. Taylor trying to get off the left side there, but Clifton with a really nice throw, and that's going to get him out of the end zone and some more. A 32-yard gain there by IP. And all TD's hard work just kind of squandered there. That's what happens. Sometimes those red zone drives just end worse. Or end badly. And I'm kind of stumbling on my words there. Okay. 6-yard gain there on the short little comeback to Eli Rampage. CJ going to look to be locking down that wide receiver all day, but Eli Rampage actually getting a step there. But Clifton just going to drop back, pass it out to the left side. That's going to be caught by Hooks, and he's going to dive on forward for a 1st. Now IP, right back where they were when they made that interception, just across midfield. Out to the right side, dropping back now. Nice contain from TD, just pushing back Clifton. And that's going to be a pass out of bounds. Good contain there by TD. Obviously, facing problems with that last week. Looking to, just show their control on the line. Now out to the left, Gardner looking for the blitz here, and they're just keeping it straight up, but it looks like a big lapse in coverage there as Hooks comes across on Ninja. And that's going to be a 37-yard gain. Just got to make sure you're watching the middle of the field there if you're TD. Now, Clifton going to run it out to the left side. That's going to be a gain of 7 as he gets down to the 5, but a big play there by Hooks. Getting across from that running back position. Gotta love the running backs making plays. Now Clifton out to the left side, going to get sacked by Taylor. Clifton just... gap wasn't big enough. And Taylor able to get off the shield and make the play off of DK. Now here we go, Gardner out to the right side. CJ just trying to play the zone there. Force Clifton to throw this one away, and he does. And now Clifton basically the same predicament that TD was in minutes earlier. Let's see how they deal with this. Looks like they're going goal line here, trying to go for some trickery possibly. Steps up, doesn't find it. Pass out to the right side, going to be way over. They try to run a scripted play there, but it goes in no shape or form correct. Looked like Eli had that step, baiting CJ in, but it just wasn't enough. And now Gardner going to get the ball back. He's going to get stopped at the line of scrimmage, though, by Spork. And Clifton looking at the calculated safety angle here. But looking to go scoreless into this second quarter here. Something we haven't really seen from the TD offense, who have been pretty electric thus far. They just were not able to convert in the red zone. Both offenses doing their due diligence to get downfield. There's your yards for the first time today, and again, it's Gardner on his feet, just working his way downfield, and I mean, it just mostly stems from a lot of good blocking play. Taylor and Alexander and Paus all doing their part to just make the line a non-factor, but here comes the blitz, and Gardner, a ton of time now, is going to pass it deep here. It's going to be picked off, though. A big underthrow there from Gardy's, and Good Bad Ugly somehow going to extend and get that. Huge play there by Good Bad Ugly on CJ. But in situations like that, you gotta put more air on the ball. And now learning that, Hook's somehow getting the AFK screen off there. And then a couple of mixed tackles actually gets them to the first down. And yeah, a bit of a spark there. First and 10, dropping back. Clifton looking to the left side and double covered, but it does not matter. Good Bad Ugly going to be coming down with that one. Gain of 12. And that's going to take us into the second quarter, scoreless, 0-0. TD going to be getting the ball at half, keep that in mind. So they are completely fine with this going scoreless into halftime, and here comes the certified Eli Rampage screen there. Been waiting to say that. Of course, that's been in the IP playbook since IP was a child. And it has never gone away. Always works. Always works. Never doesn't work. I don't remember one time it didn't work. Anyway, Alexander putting a lot of pressure, but in the middle, that's going to be Good, Bad, Ugly, bringing it in on top of, I think that was Jibs. The Good, Bad, Ugly putting up a lot. 69 yards. Basically the first quarter alone. But Clifton looking, yeah, he's making the passes pretty well. I mean, other than the overthrow that led to the turnover. He's been looking pretty good, and with that extra point, they're going up to 7 points on the day. First points of the day. Couple of blown red zone drives. Eventually ends in IP scoring first, which is what they wanted. What they wanted for sure. But yeah, nice, very nice spot work there by Good, Bad, Ugly. Looking great for IP today. Out to the right side, Gardner looking for the pass, passing it short there to Jibs. Eli going to stay on his feet, good work there. Going to prevent Jibs to an 8-yard gain. Still nice gain there by Dragoons. And a nice throw by Gardner, of course, only thrown it 3 times today, so getting a completion, always a good thing. Quick pass out to the left side, good job hitting that early. Ninja going to be bringing in his first pass of the day. Yeah, just short stuff to get everyone ready. Had the short out there. And Gardner, he's working off some good blocks once again. Baus and Alexander just doing work on that left side on these counter runs. Again, saw that a lot last week, seeing it a lot now. Ooh, but not able to get DK Metcalf as he comes through there with the TFL. There you go. 2nd and 12. Gardner out to the right side now. Able to step up and has a ton of room to go with now. This is going to be a first down and possibly some more. It will. 16-yard gain there by Gardner. Eli Rampage getting the tackle. Yeah, Gardner again just looking great on his feet. 100 yards in the first 5 minutes alone. Looking amazing, but going to be losing some there as he steps up into the spork realm and gets taken down. Even with like all these tackles for losses, the fact that Gardner still has 95 yards is pretty crazy. 2nd and 17 out to the right side. Looks like there has been a leak, and Gardner's going deep. Oh, but it's going to be picked off underneath. Clifton Harler bringing in his first pick of the day. And that was just kind of a risky throw that, you know, Dragoons probably didn't have to go for there. But trusting his man, I mean, you got to respect it, but you know, in double coverage like that, they can find the sandwich, and there you go, IP. Getting the ball back into their hands. Now Clifton, off the back of that run, just dropping back out to the left side, going to find the hands of Good, Bad, Ugly. And TD, I mean, they just got to play a bit tighter here. You know, with Clifton Harler dropping back so many drives, it's either going to be a run or it's going to be a 20-yard drop back. As we see here, Alexander just staying on his feet, making him throw it away. That's going to make it 2nd and 10. You see Dragoons sealing that contain. They're forcing those short throws, but TD's got to be on top of that in the secondary. Out to the right side, leak on that left side, and again, Good, Bad, Ugly, just all the time in the world to bring in that short pass. That's going to be a gain of 9. So Clifton with free reign and just running up the middle here. You know, a lot of pressure on that left side, not really on the right. Could go for a counter here, and actually get stuck in some shields, and that's going to be a bit unfortunate there for Clifton. When you're faking those runs, you just got to be careful of your own linemen. But this is a big 4th and 8 now. TD looking to turn the tides once again, but good, bad, ugly, just wide open, and Clifton just gonna dot him right up. Good, bad, ugly, just destroying that left side.
This guy right
Eva
here.
Monkey, thank you for the follow.
Go.
Very much appreciated, my man. Thanks for stopping by and supporting your team. First and goal, Clifton dropping back. Good coverage here from the Dragoons, and once again, just a throwaway there from Clifton. But TD, I mean, you know, they've only let IP into the red zone once, and they've stopped them that one time. We'll see how IP deals with this in red zone. Oh, and they can just run it up the middle like that. There you go, Clifton Harler with some nice movement there. Taking it up the middle for 6. There you go, I mean, IP getting off to a good start here in the first half. Going to kick it up the middle, and that's going to be a lead of 2 scores for IP. So now with 1 minute and 20 seconds left, Dragoons can definitely rally back. Just got to be careful with their time here. But I mean, as long as they bring it in within 1, it's definitely doable when we go into the second half. It could find a score off the back of that starting drive. But again, they just got to reduce those risky throws and just got to keep running that ball. Because it turns out the running strategy does work. So, and we've really just been seeing them do the same stuff as last week. I mean, 17 to 5 attempts. And they've had the ball for pretty similar times, so... But 1 minute remaining here. In the second quarter. 1 minute warning. And Garner, again, just looking to run out to the left side. Gonna juke out DK Metcalf, but it will force him into the hands of Spork. Good 6-yard gain there. Now we're looking at 2nd and 4. Again, Garner just running this ball. It looks like the line diff, or at least the O-line versus D-line diff coming in strong here. Garner has that good synergy with Taylor Alexander and Baus. And it's showing for sure. Out to the left side once again, just taking the run, almost able to get past good, bad, ugly there. But still does get a pretty nice gain of 7. And now getting a lot of time off the clock in the progress. 3rd and 1. 28 seconds here on the clock. Gardner likely just going to run this again, and does, to the outside. CJ didn't really get the memo that they were running, but Gardner with the twinkle toes. Getting down to the 11 there with a gain of 14, and Gardner just ripping apart this IP run defense. 148 yards now. Getting up to Clifton's total in pass yards, but Spork coming off the D-line. Making it happen. Really nice there. Now Gardner likely going to have to look for a pass here. I mean, he does have another play where he can possibly take a run. You know, timeouts are there. But we'll just have to see. Out to the right side, pivoting back into the left. Throws it short, but Jibbs was not in any shape or form ready for that. And now IP gets the ball once again. And it's just the throws from... Gardner that's been killing him. Good, bad, ugly. On the interception there. Making it happen. And that's just going to run the timeout. And we'll have a bit of a halftime here. But IP honestly showing a pretty nice domination in the pass game. But TD also showing pretty good domination in the run game. They just had some really, really, really unfortunate ends to drives. The score could be much higher, but IP standing their grounds, and TD gotta figure out how they're gonna get into the red zone, or the end zone, sorry. They've gotten into the red zone multiple times, they've just not finished. Elliott Rampage has been my favorite player. Elliott Rampage, you know, he just gives off just a vibe on the field that is just unmatched by any player. Elliott just transcends reality. When I see him take those screens, he just, like, turns into freaking, I mean, I don't even know. Julio Jones, basically. Steve Smith. I mean, Steve Smith would bet you that for me. Freaking Clifton coming in on the blitz with a nice sack there. And Gardner going to be taken down for a loss of 15. The first big sack we've really seen. coming out from the D-line, and it cannot be at a more perfect time. Trying to kick TD while they are down here. And pass on to the right side. Nice comeback there by Jibs. Coming all the way across the field for that one. And that's going to make it 3rd and 8 here for TD. Gardner out to the left side. Ninja going deep here, actually wide open, but going to keep it safe. Pass it off to CJ on the comeback. CJ just kind of trying to yak it across midfield, but they do keep a good contain, so he will just take midfield. We'll make it 1st and 10, and Gardner's going back to the ground, getting out to the left side there. Clifton Harler going to come across and make the tackle. It's still a nice gain of 7 to get him across midfield. Yeah, so far, TD, other than the 1 sack, heating up a bit here. And hoping to keep that momentum into the 4th quarter. A little bit of a fake there, but Ninja versus Eli Rampage on the right side. Ninja just did not have the step, and once again, Gardner trusting his man. But, I mean, in situations like that, it is almost impossible, really, to come down with the catch 100% of the time. And now Clifton going to go out to the left side, going to get some dives here, and get a gain of 6. And TD, I mean, it's just those random pass plays, that decision-making just hurting them quite a lot. And ooh, big dive there. Clifton not expecting that. Accidentally steps out of bounds there. And gets them to the 20. So another drive off the kickoff that kind of just goes flat. And Clifton might just end up throwing this one away, but no, wide open. That's going to be Good, Bad, Ugly getting a huge gain there. Ninja and Gardner in the middle of the field, not covering anyone there. That's going to basically turn into a 5v7 there, and Good, Bad, Ugly takes us 100% of the time. Getting up to 169 on the day. Huge pass yards. Bouse coming in here. Completely uncontested, and Clifton probably looking for hooks there, but ultimately just ends up throwing it away. So now 2nd and 10 here for Clifton Harler and gang. You know, just has to, again, keep playing it slow. No reason to turn the ball over. They've been good on offense as of thus far, but a big dive from CJ almost turns that into a big gain, but Ninja there to make up for it. Will be a gain of 9 in a 3rd and 1 situation here as Clifton just shifts past the line there, making it 1st and 10. Yeah, Clifton, again, just playing it slow, dropping back here, and going for the deep pass. Wide open is Good, Bad, Ugly, but he does not find the pass. Very big blunder there from Clifton Harler, but obviously can afford it. 2nd and 10 now. Out to the left side. Looks like everyone, for the most part, locked up. Clifton might end up throwing this away, but it's actually going to be a pass out to the right side. CJ caught sleeping a bit there as Eli Rampage makes the comeback. And that's going to be a 3rd and 3 now for Clifton. So again, showing that overthrow barely affecting him. Now out to the right side, possibly looking for a run here. Nothing too open in the realm of passing. DK Metcalf wide open on the screen, but they're not going to really want to go for that. And IP actually electing not to go with a field goal here, as that could put them up 3 scores, but they actually want to go for blood here. Clifton now dropping back, out to the left side, throwing it in a questionable spot there. No one even in the realm of where that ball was. And now TD going to get the ball back like nothing ever happened. Okay, running out to the right side here. Doesn't really have too much open, but does pass the middle and actually find CJ. And CJ's going to be able to get up. Not going to find any more yards, but nice work there by Gardner. Keeping the play alive there on his feet and then just chucking it out to the middle. Does DJ know? Or, oh, I mean, I'm assuming they know. Maybe they just didn't want to find the pass. Ninja going back into coverage on the route there. That's going to be a gain of 4. I'm sure they knew, but, like, I don't know, maybe they thought a tackler was there or something, or, you know, DK was pretty far behind the LOS, so. Yo, what's up, Boom? 2nd and 6 out to the right side. Ninja on the in and out, going to be catching that one. Trying to get past Eli Rampage here on the yak, but Hook's going to come back and assist. Gain of 16 as they go across midfield. Now again, Gardner just has to keep this pace up. Doesn't really have to go for anything crazy, but Taylor is pretty deep here. Gardner just going to take the run, though. And he's going to get a first down out of it, and he's going to get a slide to the outside, so he will get a gain of 18. And Gardner trying to get back up to where he was before. He was around 170, I think, before. At 159 right now, out to the right side. Looking around, Blitz coming in pretty strong, though, but Gardner escapes! Oh my god, amazing movement there. Gets around the contain, I don't know. I mean, he's in the Matrix right now. 9-yard gain. Yeah, but I think they want to keep it in the hands, because some of these deep throws from Gardner have, you know, been kind of interesting. And CJ's somehow going to get that. I thought Jibs was going to get that, but CJ dives in front, takes the ball from him. And now, looking at the first and goal in quite a while here for Gardner. Stepping up here. Going to be only a gain of 1 as DK contains him there. Now looking at 2nd goal. Out to the right side. Stimp almost hitting him there. Jibs going to catch that one, but forced out of bounds. Likely wouldn't have got that much of a positive gain anyway. Gardner again, still trying to find a way to get into this end zone here. Hasn't been able to find one just yet. And now he's going to find it as CJ catching the ball on the slant, and that's going to be the first TD touchdown. That was in really tight coverage there. CJ staying on his feet. Absolutely beautiful there by him and TD. Going to be bringing in their first touchdown. Again, they've gotten there so many times, so this must feel amazing for TD to finally get that dub. So there you go. TD taking it down. I mean, they've been doing what they've been doing all game. It just happened to be that that was the time where they didn't screw up on the drive and make it work. And out to the right side now. Clifton Harler taking it down to the 31, and that is where IP will start. And once again, Clifton Harler doesn't really have to do anything crazy here. Just needs to keep it under reins, make sure he's being accurate with his passing, and be swift on his toes. Nice contain here from the blitz. Going to be throwing that one away. Comeback was starting to get open, but Clifton Harler did not want to risk that low pass against the blitz. 2nd and 10 now. So we also get into the 4th quarter here. So still time for TD to come back. IP still has to drive it downfield a bit here. Pass out to the left side, but going to be stopped pretty early there by Gardner. Nice job keeping it in front of him there as we come to 3rd and 6 now. Okay, Clifton Harler dropping back here. Not a ton of options. Goes to the middle of the field, and that's going to be lurked on once again by Gardner. Saw him make the first pick, and he's just gotten his 3rd. But he got a 3rd. I didn't even know he got a 2nd one. Okay. Gardner. 3 picks on the day for him. He's turned into a bit of a defensive fiend as he works his way to a first down. But again, those are just the type of the passes. So many people in the middle. And IP just can't work themselves out of the mud that they themselves have sunk into. Gardner getting up the middle there for a gain of 8. And now they're back in their own red zone about a minute after they were there before. And TD, I mean, you know, they were looking really good on offense, and now they're getting back into the groove that they really haven't fallen out of, but it looks like they're starting to get more productive in the red zone. 3 minutes now. Gardner. Oh my. Dude, this man's in the Matrix. Whoa, what is happening? That's going to be another touchdown, and TD looking to tie things up. How did that man not get tackled? I need to look back at the film on that. Wow. Movement clinic by Gardner, and that's definitely in part why he's been getting so many yards on his feet. And that's his first rush touchdown of the day, but I mean, yep, there's 200 rush yards. That's pretty insane. know, I'm sure teams were thinking, like, oh, surely they can't do this again. I mean, you know, attack seems one-dimensional. But I mean, when you go against it, it's like, what can you really do when that line is constantly pushing you back? Right? I mean, it's crazy. But again, IP still has some sort of control. Probably going to be looking at a lot of runs. Is Clifton actually working his way downfield on his feet quite a lot? Now, doesn't have as many rush yards, but having that much positive rushing shows that, like, you know, you're a good dual threat quarterback. But, I mean, they got to make sure they're covering this up because it looks like a lot of the defense is stepping back. You can't really just step back against the run. But he's going to go out to the left side now. He's going to get some more great blocking. Clifton just going to be showing how easy it is to run himself. He's got to make sure you're getting off of those shields and not getting stopped right off the bat. You got to make sure Gardner's also containing. That's a big part of the rush. Because as you can see, if he gets past, Gardner could open up the field, but Bouse, with that hustle, getting back to make the tackle. Now they're looking to also chip some time off the clock, as it would appear, unless they just did that intentionally, or unintentionally. Clifton going to the middle of the field there, not finding all too much, finding less than he has been, making that a 3rd and 5. And out to the left side, wide hole in the middle though, and Clifton going to get it further downfield now in field goal range. No reason why he shouldn't walk away with a score from this drive. And IP back in control. Alexander with a nice spin move there. Clifton Harlow dropping back, trying to look for options, but just throws it away. And again, there's no reason to really look for those passes. It's still really, really risky. Even if someone gets open, you just never know what's going to happen. You can just keep running this ball. And it looks like they're in 3-4 now, so not really looking for much. Alexander, Taylor, all forcing him back. There's just nowhere where Clifton can throw this thing as he throws that one out of bounds. Really nice pressure here from the line, especially from Alex, who has just been spinning off of shields left and right, getting past Spork, who's otherwise been pretty sturdy this game. Now he's going out the left side. Clifton doesn't really have an angle to run out here, and Alexander with the dive going to take him down. 4th and 18. They are now out of field goal range, ladies and gentlemen. So now IP has to throw this one. Might be a 50, may not be. It may just be a sack. Clifton out to the left side, has room. Taylor got cut off on the shield there. It's going to be a pass out to the left side, but that's going to be picked off by Chibbs, and now IP in trouble. TD bringing it back from a 14-point deficit. Can they complete it? 1 minute and 39 left. Have to get out of their own end zone here, though. Gardner going to run it up off the right side, and he's got a block. He's got some running room up the right sideline, and he is out of there, ladies and gentlemen. 26-yard gain by Gardner. Bringing his rushing totals up to 232 on the day, and all they need is a field goal, ladies and gentlemen. Gardner is going to keep pounding that rock for sure, but first we'll get a little passing action. Out to the right side, Ninja wide open. Eli Rampage dives out, so now Ninja a ton of room to yak it up. Going out to the right sideline, trying to look for some moves, gets the moves off, and they are in field goal range. And there you go. The cost of a dive, ladies and gentlemen. Now Gardner just going to look to get the center, going to get the first down too, going to run out to the left side. Might even just look for a touchdown here, but, you know, obviously you're going to look to waste some time because they will be looking for a field goal. First timeout called, it looks like there by IP. Oh no, sorry, that was the 1 minute warning. Completely forgot about that. Got ahead of myself there. Gardner, literally no reason to pass this ball, going up the middle, getting the center for the field goal. I mean, at this point, I think you really just, like, kind of stall in the pocket here. Because you can stall in the pocket. You don't even have to run up. You can just kind of sit in the pocket and let them come to you. Just stay in the middle and get that field goal. No, he's going out to the left side looking for some more running room, so he will have to center it up again. We saw Gardner miss a uncentered field goal last time, so probably not looking to do that again. Probably going to see a lot of blocking here on Stim as we move back into the middle, but no, he's going to the outside. He's looking for the first down. He's going to get tackled by DK Metcalf. So with that first down, this might just be it. TD going to waste the time, and that might be GG. the most IP can really find here is a stop. Or TD might be looking to pound it here. But no, Spork actually going to get in the way, and Gardner going to be on the one, looking perfect. Don't have to do anything. 16 seconds on the clock, and TD going to dive it on in for the touchdown. 15 seconds left for IP, but that's a touchdown. So they will have to drive all the way downfield. And ultimately maybe depend on a 50 to get him there. TD putting up the middle. And that's going to be 21-14. IP holding on in the first, but with that might be game. Still a chance for IP. Can't really ignore the chance. It's going to be a kickoff to the middle. Clifton going to be receiving it. 12 seconds on the clock. As Clifton runs this one up to the 33. Still a good return. So, I mean, they can get some short passes off. Clifton Harlow just needs to be on point with those passes. Clifton out to the left side. Looking around for options, but he is so far back now. Throwing it off to the right side. It's going to be caught by Good, Bad, Ugly, but that is the game, ladies and gentlemen. Too much time taken on that play. That's TD bringing it in, 21-14. And yeah, ultimately, bit of a weird game from both sides. I'll show the final stats here as we get into the stat sheet. But there are your stats. Look at those rushing yards from Gardner. 263, outdoing Clifton's yards in the passing department. I mean, that is crazy in itself. And 3 interceptions. I mean, that man gets MVP for sure. And on the other side, Good, Bad, Ugly looking absolutely amazing with 169 yards and an interception. And a TD himself, but Gardner, I mean, he's just carrying weight. And we'll just go ahead and end the prediction now. Dragoons, or Dragons, as I accidentally mistyped. 44k channel points. Really big bet there. But, yeah, that's pretty much it from me, ladies and gentlemen. Again, Gardner, 100% getting my MVP. Looking amazing on both sides of the ball. Those rushing yards, though, exactly. I mean, you can't ask for more. I mean, you can ask for more, but I mean, that's pushing, basically. I think that might be a GFA regular season record, because I know I have a Dome put up a ridiculous amount in the postseason, but in terms of the regular season, I mean, I think Gardner just took it. But I mean, either way, really great game in the second half from TD. I mean, TD looking more dominant on offense throughout the entire game, but obviously in terms of red zone execution, they were just not looking that good. They were not looking that good in the first half, of course, but in the second half, they really brought it together. Really nice job by the team going out and getting their first W of the season against Iron Phoenix. And yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for me in the booth, ladies and gentlemen. Make sure to follow me here in the funny, and follow me on Twitter as well. Go ahead and type that in, and go ahead and follow me on the YouTube too. I've kind of just given up on posting my VODs, but that is always posted on the GFA Official YouTube. Make sure to come out to Through the Uprights tomorrow at 7. Should be really fun podcast, going over some waiver wire stuff, you know, all that good stuff, transactions, matches, upsets, all of that fun stuff. And then we also have GFA Live coming out on Tuesday. More information will come as that develops in the GFA Discord server. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it. Pretty nice game. Pretty good comeback there by Dragoons. And yeah, hope you all enjoyed. Have a wonderful rest of your nights. And I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Make sure to come out to Through the Uprights. Bye, guys. Bye.